unholy and impure practice. Cause them to receive these 5 covenants. Clothe them in the robes of the holy priesthood, with the robe on the left shoulder, and give unto them the second token of the Aaronic Priesthood, with its accompanying name and sign. Then return and bring us word.
It shall be done, Jehovah. Come, James and John, let us go down. the taking of the name of God in vain, and every other unholy and impure practice, and have caused them to receive these by covenant. We have also clothed them in the robes of the holy priesthood, and have given unto them the second token of the Aaronic Priesthood, with its accompanying name and sign. This is our report.
It is well, Peter, James, and John. Elohim, Peter, James, and John have been down to Adam and Eve and their posterity in the celestial world, have cast Satan out of their midst, and have done all else that they were commanded to do. It is well. Jehovah, send down Peter, James, and John again to the celestial world. Have Adam and Eve and their posterity change their robes to the right shoulder, preparatory to officiating in the ordinances of the Melchizedek Priesthood, and introduce them into the terrestrial world. Instruct Peter, James, and John further to give unto them the law of chastity, and put them under covenant to obey this law, which is that the daughters of Eve and the sons of Adam shall have no sexual relations except with their husbands or wives to whom they are legally and lawfully wedded. Give unto them the first token of the Melchizedek priesthood, or sign of the nail, with its accompanying name and sign. Have them return, and bring me word. It shall be done, Elohim. Peter, James, and John, go down again to the celestial world. Instruct Adam and Eve and their posterity to change their robes to the right shoulder, preparatory to officiating in the ordinances of the Melchizedek priesthood, and introduce them into the terrestrial world. Give unto them the law of chastity, and put them under covenant to obey this law, which is that the daughters of Eve and the sons of Adam shall have no sexual relations except with their husbands or wives, to whom they are legally and lawfully wedded. Give unto them the first token of the Melchizedek priesthood, or sign of the nail, with its accompanying name and sign, and return and bring us word.
It shall be done, Jehovah. Come, James and John, let us go down. We are instructed to have you remove the robe and change it to the right shoulder, preparatory to officiating in the ordinances of the Melchizedek priesthood, and to introduce you into the terrestrial world. You may now remove the robe and bring us to that each of you shall have no sexual relations except with your husband or wife, to whom you are legally and lawfully wed. All please arise. Each of you bring your right arm to the square. You and each of you covenant and promise before God, angels, and these witnesses that you will observe and keep the law of chastity as it has been explained to you. Each of you bow your head and say yes.
Yeah.
That will do. The first token of the Melchizedek Priesthood, or sign of the male, with its accompanying name and sign. This token is received by bringing the right hand into this position, the hand vertical, the fingers close together, and the thumb extended, and the person giving the token placing the tip of the forefinger of his right hand in the center of the palm, and the thumb opposite on the back of the hand of the one receiving it, in this manner. We desire